My name is Chris Palmer. I work in the International Programs Department, and I plan trips down to Central and South America for sponsors. Over the last couple months now, I've had the opportunity to travel to Nicaragua and then also to Guatemala. And I just arrived back from Guatemala just a couple days ago. So normally with an awareness trip in Guatemala, it's going to be a week-long trip from Saturday to Saturday. And with that, part of that trip is learning about the town of San Lucas Toliman. And in that town, we found ourselves going down to the local parish, and it's the San Lucas Parish. And there is a priest there who's been there since 1964. He moved from, I think, from Minnesota down to San Lucas in 1964, and he's never left. And he was the only Westerner that was in this town when he first arrived in 1964. And just kind of hearing his story and kind of hearing kind of what he's learned over these 45 years of being in Guatemala is just amazing, and very encouraging. And I mean, I think a lot of words of wisdom with that. And he said that oftentimes as Western societies, we feel like we want to change the people. We want to change these people normally with what we find to work well for us. And he said, you know, in a sense, we try to fix them. And I think this is kind of the profound statement that he had. He said, with regards to this idea of fixing people in Guatemala, he said the truth is that they're not broken, they're just poor. The best thing that we can do is give them a chance and get out of the way. You know, 45 years of trying to understand this idea of what's going on in the city, and that's kind of it. You know, that's what you've learned. And it's just kind of very simple, but very truthful, I feel like, too. That's kind of what we're doing with CFCA. We're not sitting here telling them what to do. We're not sitting here telling them what's best for them, but allowing them to choose more options. And I mean, that's when you start walking, is when you meet them where they're at, and then you start walking with the poor. And I think for us, that is just kind of what we stand for. I mean, that's what we say we are. We're walking with the poor. We serve the poor by trying to walk with them, walking with the poor in daily solidarity.